Tudor, great to have you on. It seems like when you look at the map of these 9,000 schools, the hunting archery funding issue is aimed directly at red cities and red states. What do you think about this?
Well, of course, this is not an attempt to keep anybody safe. This is an attempt to take guns. And this is what we've been talking to hunting groups about for years. This is the next step. They're going into our schools. This is not about whether or not kids are going to be safe or learn hunter safety. This is about they want kids to believe that guns are bad. No matter what, guns are bad. They should be afraid of guns. And this is that next step to make sure that any type of safety course around guns, any type of introduction to guns as a child is going to be taken out of your curriculum. You will not see that at school. In fact, it'll take a next step, and they'll be telling kids that any type of gun is bad. Hunting is bad. You shouldn't be doing any of this. And pretty soon, we will be seeing problems from the fact that we don't have any hunters out there. We already see this in Michigan with too many deer jumping into our streets. This is a catastrophic mistake on the Biden administration's part, but they have a plan, and it is nefarious.
Yeah, speaking of schools, high school boys are apparently trending more conservative. The Hill writes the following here: 12th grade boys are nearly twice as likely to identify as conservative versus liberal, according to a respected federal survey of American youth. What's happening?
Well, I think it's interesting. I think they're watching what's going on. And I honestly think that they're watching the way women are talking. I mean, if you think about high school boys, they're thinking about girls a lot of the time. And if they're looking at the liberal girls, that doesn't seem like a lifelong choice. Those girls are pretty tough on boys. In fact, sometimes you don't even know if they were born as girls. So now I would imagine that these boys are saying, hey, maybe I actually identify as a conservative and I want to have a conservative wife and I want to actually have a family one day.
Yeah, and then you move into Moms for Liberty, right, or Moms of Liberty, the group that, of course, you know, the Southern Poverty Law Center called the extremist group. Well, now they're not only calling them extremists, Tudor, they're saying that they are challenging the group's tax status. Quoting here, in fact, let's watch this from Tiffany Justice, Moms for Liberty co-founder. Look.
Why has Moms for Liberty become such a target for vilification? Because in a very short time since our founding in January 2021, we and our moms have been making a difference.
And I think that's right. I mean, you can see they're resonating, because if they weren't resonating, who would give a hoot, right? The opposite of love's indifference. You don't go after somebody who's not making an impact.
Well, exactly, and that's what they're afraid of. They definitely don't want this group to continue to be able to bring parents over to their side and say, hey, wait a minute, maybe our public schools aren't teaching our kids exactly what we want. Maybe they're going more into social issues. We want to get back to education. That is the message from these parents' rights groups. And the other side certainly doesn't like that. They don't like the idea of people getting into Hamtramck, Michigan, Dearborn, Michigan, and taking those voters. So they want to shut them down. This is just a political ploy to try to get them to be on the hate list, to be out there as someone that moms won't gather to. But moms are actually saying, I want someone who's going to stand up for me, and this group is doing that.
Yeah, we're going to talk to some of those moms tomorrow night. Tudor Dixon, great to have you as always. Thank you.